Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we're going to make this really pretty Thinking of You card using the Blossoms in Bloom set, using these three flowers, the center and the small leaf. And I'm using paper from the You're a Peach Designer Series paper. It's this paper with the peaches on it, but I'm using the back with the white polka dots. The card base is Calypso Coral. The mat is Pale Papaya, cut 5 1/4 by 4, and the Designer Series paper is cut 5 by 3 3/4. And the center is done with 3 of the stitched rectangle dies. The largest in Calypso Coral, then the middle one in Pale Papaya, and the center one in the basic white. And I took the flowers and from the stamp set, and I stamped the greeting, the Thinking of You. If you stamp your greeting first, if you mess it up, you can start again and you haven't lost much time. So I'm just going to pop this down here, and there we go. We've got the greeting done. And now I'm going to stamp the flowers. I'm using the larger of the 2 small flowers, and I'm just going to put it around this piece. I've already cut out the piece with the stitched rectangle die, primarily because I wanted to be able to put the greeting in and stamp around it, kind of knowing where I was going with it, without having to cut it out later. So I've pre-cut this, and it works quite well. So now I'm coming in with the Pale Papaya and the smaller flower, and I'm just overlapping it so I get that background texture with the color. And there we go. And this color palette was actually inspired by the flowers in the You're a Peach Designer Series paper. So I've done that. I'm going to come in with Smoky Slate now with the center, and I'm just going to pop it in the middle of the flower. It's kind of a stylized center. It doesn't fill the whole center. I just like the little distinction in the middle there. And I had got it to this point, and this was all I was going to do. And then I thought, yeah, it's a little plain. So I came in with the Pear Pizzazz, which is one of the coordinating colors for the Designer Series paper, although there isn't any of the Pear Pizzazz in the paper here. And I just come in and I add some leaves in where I think they are needed. You can add leaves. You can just put a few in if you want. You can make it as colorful as you want. It's, again, entirely up to you. You could do this in completely different colors and use a different Designer Series paper. It all works how you want to use the colors. So I am going to put one more leaf just in the top there like that. So I'm done with the Pear Pizzazz. And I got to this point and I'm like, it's better, but it's still just a little bit plain. So I put some Genial gems in. I popped one down in the bottom corner like that, and then one like this here. And then I popped a couple throughout the flowers in the greeting. I popped one in there, wherever there was kind of an open space that looked like it would fit a Genial gem in there, just like that. So it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. And then I put all of these layers together. And, oh, I have to start this. This is a fresh refill, so I've got that and like that. And we're going to pop it onto the Pale Papaya mat, centering it up, dropping it down, and then we will do the same with the Pale Papaya mat onto the Calypso Coral mat. And And then we dimensionalize this onto the front of the card when we have all of that put together. So I can do that now. I can put the 5 1/4 by 4 pale papaya onto the Calypso Coral card base. And we just center that up like this, let it drop, and we're good to go. And same with this piece. There's lots of pieces to this card, but it's not complicated. You just cut your pieces, stamp your front, and you are good to go. So we can do, again, like I said, we can do this in as many different colors as you like. If you've got favorite colors, I know I really do tend to gravitate towards the Calypso Coral and the Pear Pizzazz. They are my favorite combination. So you can do it however you like. So we'll just get this done and on the front, and we're going to center this like that, and we are good to go. So there you go, a really pretty Thinking of You card using the Blossoms in Bloom stamp set, Pale Papaya, Calypso Coral, Pear Pizzazz, and Smoky Slate, with the stitched rectangle dies and some genial gems. So thanks so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.